Welcome to the State of the City for the City of Shasta Lake. I'm John Duckett, City Manager. This year, the city is celebrating its 25th anniversary. And as I look back, we have accomplished a lot during the past 25 years. I'm also very proud in how the city came together with Neighbor Helping Neighbor during the recent car fire event. I'm honored to be part of the community, and as we move forward as a city, I think the path has been laid for a bright and prosperous future. I hope you enjoy our video presentation.
The groundbreaking for Shasta Dam was over 80 years ago.
That first shovelful of dirt set in motion events that would shape the history of our community.
Not only do we share this common history,
but we also share a sense of pride at where this path has led us.
Summit City, Pine Grove,
Central Valley, and Project City.
These familiar names were given to the communities around Shasta Dam in those early years.
55 years later, the residents of those communities came together.
And on July the 2nd, 1993,
created the city of Shasta Lake.
Our earliest residents came here to build a dam.
They also came with an undeniable sense of optimism and hope for a better future.
A willingness to work hard for that future to build something permanent.
Although change is inevitable, the willingness to come together as a community,
to work hard for the things that matter.
This is a principle, a fundamental precept.
A fundamental precept which remains as true today as it was 80 years ago.
Like the city of Shasta Lake, the Shasta Lake Bulletin is celebrating its 25th anniversary, having published its first issue the same week the city incorporated in 1993. In fact, the tagline on the masthead of every issue of the city's weekly newspaper reads, "A newspaper as old as the city itself." The Bulletin is one of 3 publications owned and operated by brothers Ron and Craig Harrington. The other 2 are the Intermountain News, a weekly newspaper in the Burney Fall River area that has been in publishing since the 1950s, and After 5 magazine, the news, arts, and entertainment publication for the North State that has been around since 1986. 25 years strong, the teachers and administrators of Gateway Unified School District hold true to their vision of providing excellence in learning every student, every day.
My name is Jim Harrell. I am entering into my 9th year as employed in the Gateway District, my 7th year as a superintendent. As a superintendent, basically, I'm in charge of the district in all facets, and I work closely with our board members to facilitate the mission and vision of the district. We have 5 schools in the district. We have Central Valley High School. It is our comprehensive high school. We have Mountain Lakes High School, which is our alternative ed high school, along with our GEO program, which is our independent study program. We have a K-5 school, which is Grand Oaks School. We have 2 K-8s, which are Buckeye School of the Arts and Shasta Lake School. What we found this year, we're still waiting for the official scores to come out, but our district did very well this year academic performance-wise. We've been working on what's called professional learning communities, and we're really starting to see that come to fruition. We're really getting and honing in on using data to drive what instruction we do. So when we talk about what's new and what's different, that'll all be driven based on what we see through our data. I don't anticipate bringing in any more large programs or anything like that. What I anticipate is that we'll tweak the things that we're doing to really meet the needs of the kids. What I value and hold in education, and this anybody that's been around me will tell you that they've heard this before, is a couple of things. Number one, if you ever get an email from me, it says, my moniker says that no child dreams of insignificance. And I picked that up because it really hit home to me one day that, you know, every child that's in our district, they wake up in the morning, none of them sit there and think about what they don't want to be. They think about what they want to be, and they get excited. They have dreams. So what I'm passionate about is doing everything we can to help them accomplish those dreams.
Some call them the lifeblood of our community or the backbone of our economy. Whatever metaphor you choose, our local businesses share a common thread, that of serving the residents of Shasta Lake and beyond with a sense of pride and personal service. With Lake Shasta and vast outdoor spaces right in our backyard, many of those businesses cater to tourism and travel.
Well, my name is Phil Mitsueda. I own Phil's Propellers, Bass Menu Wholesale Tackle, and Phil's Propellers Prop Repair. We deal in fishing tackle, mainly bass tackle, and we have a wholesale distributor company that we sell to other tackle stores. And then we have a prop repair business that we sell new and used. And a lot of our propellers go through the most states west of the Rockies, so we're very well known. We have very personal service here. We have people that are at the counter all the time, and they know what's going on. We put out a daily fishing report, but they come in, they'll show you what to buy, and they'll put you in the right direction. And they're very knowledgeable. It's not like going to some place and then you got to look for somebody to help you, and then they may not know anything. Our people are very dedicated to showing people how to catch fish. We've been in business for almost 35 years, in this same location for 32, and I'm 75 years old and I'm still working.
This is the original seat. This is how this seat used to look, just like this.
So this is a stock seat.
That's
here.
a stock seat. This is a finished product. I'm Terry Bradford, owner of Russell Cycle Products, RCP Marine, formerly Cover Concepts. And we took over Russell Cycle in 2002, actually. It had been established about mid-70s by a man named Bill Mayer. He originated the seats. We're the only ones in the world that build a seat like this with a suspension system. That's what makes it unique, is that the fact that we can build for any size person. The biggest person we've probably built a seat for is 565 pounds. And he loved the seat, it worked for him. But that's what the suspension system does. It makes it work for anybody. The building part is the most important part that we do here, basically, and it's the key to making everything work. We ship all over the world, and we've got 9 employees right now, 10 including me. I try not to work too much, but I have to sometimes. This building was empty that we're located in right now. It was kind of a homeless camp, was really trashed out inside. Yeah, and it took us about a month and a half to get everything situated down here. Anyhow, we went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and the city made it easy for us, I gotta say that.
My name is Jeff Lika. I'm a service manager and technician at Safari RV in Shasta Lake. We sell RV parts and service RVs. We also have a location in Reno, Nevada. I work side by side with the manager, Mark Thomas. We have a huge selection of RV parts. Most parts that you find on RVs we have here, or we can get relatively quickly. So we have a great selection of Dometic products, Norcold, Thetford. Most of the stuff we have on hand, and most things on RVs we repair. We do everything as far as in-house, which is everything that's inside the motorhome or the travel trailer. Basically, the only thing we do not do here is we don't do chassis. We do bearing packs and replace brakes for travel trailers. We are extremely big on customer service. You know, we understand 110% the customer comes first, because if they're not walking through the door, I don't have a job.
Several owners have discovered the business-friendly environment fostered here and have recently opened their doors to our community and to visitors in our area.
It really needed to be something that felt like you could hang out here. It was my home, it was my living room. And that's what we went for.
Really wanted to create a space where people could experience excellent coffee and authentic community. So to experience excellent coffee and authentic community, you have to be comfortable.
My name's Stuart Sutherland. This is my wife Sarah, and we are the directors of Heritage Roasting Company. We're a coffee shop in the city of Shasta Lake, and we offer not just coffee, we offer a great space for people to come and have a conversation around a cup of coffee. And we also offer a community center space where people can come use a space, whether it be they work from a laptop and are looking for a place to hang out and get work done. We also offer space to community groups who want to come and gather.
We really see the value in Shasta Lake and the potential for the city. We really want to see the Boulevard become Main Street USA and full of great shops and really walkable and just a place for people, for families, couples to enjoy being in a wonderful, thriving small town.
And every single one of these upper lots is the perfect view. I mean, every single one of these upper lots has a great view. Lassen, the mountains, unobstructed. My name is Mark Gunlockson with New Vaughn Homes. Been doing this for probably 35 years. Deer Creek Manor's 88 lots total. I first started doing business here maybe 18 months ago, where I bought the first phase, about 30 lots from Holt Group, who bought it up from the bank. And then we just got done closing the deal on phase 2. We're sitting in one of the model houses, which is going to be an upper scale home that's pretty much never been done in Shasta Lake City, or at least our price points and the quality of the home for subdivision is, you can't find that anywhere in Shasta Lake. As a builder, I am very pleased with being here in Shasta Lake City. I've been building in Shasta Lake for quite a few years, and they just made some changes and brought in some new staff, and I couldn't be happier. The city of Shasta Lake is #1 on my list. There's not a lot of places you get to go work that you're happy with, you know, the people you work around or have to do business with, so.
From the Hearth began life as a bakery with its Reading Cafe opening in 2010. Earlier this year, From the Hearth Express opened in Shasta Lake at the former Shasta Coffee location, offering excellent coffee, sandwiches, pastries, and much, much more. In 1996, voters passed Proposition 215, which made California the first state to legalize medical cannabis. In 2016, Proposition 64 appeared on the November ballot and passed with 57% voter approval. This allows for the recreational use of marijuana with licensing, taxation, and regulation carried out by several state agencies. Commercial sales commenced on January 1st of 2018.
I've worked in a lot of other jurisdictions and I've worked in other industries, and I would say that this is probably one of the most logical and sensible civic organizations and civic leaders that I've had the pleasure to work with. My name's Tim Wright. I own the Queen of Dragons dispensary here in the city of Shasta Lake, and then I also own 173 acres of industrial park in Shasta Lake, which we're going to be developing into a cannabis campus. Right now we have our license for 200,000 square feet of cultivation canopy in the industrial park. We have our extraction license, we have a manufacturing, we have a distribution license, and a nursery license. We're very excited about putting that in place. It's going to be a great economic development program here for the city of Shasta Lake, creating a lot of jobs, a lot of tax base. We're working through the Planning Commission right now to get to the final approvals for our project description. There's lots of process and lots of conversation and lots of evaluation that takes place through these types of programs, and the city's been very sensible. Our planning department, our planning commission's been very sensible about how they evaluate and review these programs, and we're there. We're getting close.
The city worked with SCI Consulting to draft provisions into its municipal code for taxation on commercial cannabis cultivation, manufacturing, and dispensaries.
Cannabis revenue, or what we call special business tax revenue, the city implemented it in 2015, and during 2015 fiscal year, the city saw $188,000 in cannabis revenues, and this goes back to just the medical marijuana. In 2016, the city saw $416,000 in cannabis revenue. And in fiscal year 2017, revenues continued to grow, and the city saw $571,000 in cannabis revenue. For 2019, we're only partway just beginning the year, but revenues are at $116,000 as of early first week of September. And we're excited, we're optimistic that the revenue will continue to grow, which will allow for future growth of the city.
So I'm Jeff Tedder, Public Works Director and City Engineer for the city. The projects we have going on right now, we have the City Hall project, which consists of 1 design build contract and 5 subcontracts. When the Law Enforcement Center project was done, those sites were reserved, and then in about 2014, that project kind of came together. The city manager worked with the economic development manager and worked with USDA to obtain a loan to do a part of that project, and then working out the rest of the funding with the city council. And so that project became, really went into heavy work and design in about 2015, the end of 2015. And so now we started construction last August. That project will be over in about a month. We'll have the new City Hall and the new Community Center done. That project was about $6.6 million. We also have the wastewater plant upgrade project, which is a $20 million wastewater treatment plant upgrade to switch our plant over from traditional treatment to UV and cloth filters. The wastewater plant's been ongoing since probably 2008. We've done 5 or 6 preliminary projects related to that. It's basically, the plant is effluent disposal limited. In 2015-16, we applied for a Clean Water SRF grant and loan for about $15 million, and we have a $6 million grant that's helping pay for that project. So that one's a big one for the city. We have a project going on Pine Grove Avenue, which is a methacrylate bridge deck seal project. That'll be done here this summer. We also have a paving project, Cascade Boulevard Improvements 2018, and that'll be completed in August. And that'll be from Shasta Dam Boulevard down to Grand Coulee Boulevard. And we just wrapped up the John Bidet project, which remodeled, spent about $750,000 upgrading that building inside and out, and now the library and the Historical Society and the Chamber of Commerce are housed in there.
My name is Darlene Brown. I'm the current president of the Shasta Lake Heritage and Historical Society. And we are so excited to be in our new location. Thanks to the wonderful people in our city council, city staff for their support. The reason for us to exist was we wanted to preserve the stories of the folks that came here, the folks that stayed, the dam workers, their families, and then those in the surrounding areas. But our focus is on the people. We will be opening to the public in October, so we'd like to welcome all of you. Please come down to the Boomtown Museum, see what the city has done to help us open this wonderful building for your enjoyment.
Hi, I'm Joyce Hyde, Director and Board President of the Shasta Lake Gateway Library. And this is our new building here at the Visitor Center in Shasta Lake. We had it all remodeled, and we're not quite done, but we will be having our grand opening on October the 6th. So come on down and see us.
Whether it be law enforcement, budget, personnel, or managing multiple capital improvement projects, our administrative team meets these challenges with a commitment to quality of life and benefit to our community.
My name is Lieutenant Tom Campbell. I'm the commander of the City of Shasta Lake Station. I work for the Sheriff's Office. We are under contract with the City of Shasta Lake to provide law enforcement services. Out here in the City of Shasta Lake, we have one lieutenant's position. We have 2 sergeants, 10 patrol deputies, 1 community service officer, and 2 cadets. Currently, we have 9 positions filled, and we are working on filling our 10th position. She is in training right now, and she should be done with her training in October, so we will be fully staffed come October. Last fiscal year, we handled just approximately a little bit over 11,000 calls for service here in the city. So we tend to stay quite active. There's a lot of self-initiated activity as well from our deputies. Also, besides providing general law enforcement services, we do work closely with the community up here. We have 2 parades every year. The City of Shasta Lake, we do have a canine unit out here assigned to the city. That dog is instrumental in apprehending suspects as well as handler protection. And we've had several narcotics arrest, bust within the last year where the dog was instrumental of locating narcotics in vehicles and actually locating narcotics and or illegal proceeds, cash from those narcotics violations. Being a contract city with the Sheriff's Office will provide major crimes detectives, search and rescue, evidence work. That all comes from the Sheriff's Office, so that's a part of this contract. And then just recently on the car fire, we obviously sent resources down to work the fire, to work the security shifts, and also to do evacuations the night of the fire. So we are able to call mutual aid. We are able to go outside the city and provide mutual aid, but we also have mutual aid come into the city as well, which is very helpful. In this last year, we've restarted the City of Shasta Lake vehicles to be standalone vehicles. They're more updated, more modern striping, and they look very, very good on the new Ford Explorers, and it really presents a good image for the City of Shasta Lake. So overall, the last 5 years, crime has been down within the City of Shasta Lake, the Part 1 and Part 2 crimes. I really believe this is in large part from the support we get from the city, the funding, and the amount of staffing that allows us to have here in the city. It allows our deputies to be very proactive and stay on top of crime.
My name is Laura Redwine. I am the finance director for the City of Shasta Lake. I am responsible for the budget, what we call the CAFR, which are the financial statements, and also some various departments like IT and human resource and customer service and administrative services. On the HR side, we had 3 retirees this past fiscal year. All 3 employees spent their entire career with the city. Jose Castro and John Horrisk retired in the spring of 2018, and Will Grotteau retired in July of 2017. With retires, that always means we have new hires, and we were excited to welcome James Takahara as the Electric Utility Director, Michael Airy in the Electric Department as a lineman, Tyler Castro and Mike Marantino to the Public Works Department. The city adopted their 2-year budget in June of 2018. The budget will run for fiscal year 2018-19 and 2019 to 2020. It was the first budget that I've been able to participate in where we relaxed a little. Funds are definitely still tight in the general fund and whatnot, but it was the first time that we weren't as cautious with the economy and those sorts of things. So this year we saw a lot of growth when it came to new positions being added, such as an assistant city engineer that we're going to hire for, and a GIS analyst. We're also going to hire 2 part-time code enforcement officers. So it's an exciting time of growth for the city, which we haven't been here for several years.
Always friendly, helpful, and generous of spirit, Kathy Reed has been with the city since 2012. We are proud to have her as our 2018 Employee of the Year.
I feel very honored to have been chosen as an Employee of the Year for the City of Shasta Lake. I work with such a wonderful group of people, and I look forward to what the future has to hold for our community.
Sponsored by Healthy Shasta, the Walktober Challenge is an interagency worksite wellness contest that measures physical activity. We are proud to participate, and in 2016 received first place with a near perfect score of 175 minutes. Yoga has been proven to increase muscle strength and tone, to ease stress, promote relaxation, and improve circulatory health, in addition to many other benefits. Join yoga instructor Virginia Scott in our beautiful new community center every Monday and Wednesday evening from 5:30 to 6:30 and experience for yourself the benefits yoga can bring to your life. A great addition to our new City Hall is the Fitness Center. This modest but effective grant-funded mini-gym provides a conveniently located space for our employees to spin up, work out, and unwind. Our veterans are an important part of our community, and we honor the sacrifices they have made. It is because of their courage and hard work that we, as Americans, enjoy the freedoms we have. One way the city pays respect to our beloved veterans is our yearly Veterans Day Parade. Like the city, this parade is 25 years strong and counting. Most would agree that parks are an important part of any community. Our parks play host to musical events, sporting events, picnics, and relaxation. With the devastating fire season this year, Biz Johnson and Pulf Park, normally used for softball and soccer, were transformed into the HERS Fire Camp. Although many of the planned events were put on hold or canceled due to the fires, our community once again showed its resilience and willingness to help out through this difficult time. Clare Ingle Park is the site for the Friday Night in the Park concert series, sponsored by Shasta Lake Chamber of Commerce. Despite being cut short due to air quality concerns, we did manage to fit in a few shows with bands such as Uptown, Hill Street Band, the Stonehearts, and Moonshine, to name a few. The Shasta Jamboree has been holding the yearly event continuously since 1951. This year, Boomtown Days kicked off with the traditional pancake breakfast hosted at the Shasta Lake Firehouse. Later, our colorful parade rolled down Shasta Dam Boulevard to the delight of all the guests. Who doesn't love a parade?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Griffin, president of Shasta Jamboree. We're very excited here today. We're at Boomtown Festival. This will be our 4th year being changed over from Jamboree to Boomtown Festival. We're having a really good year. It's really busy in the park. We had a really nice parade. We had a total of around 53 entries, which was quite a bit bigger than last year, so we're really excited. So thanks for coming.
After all the dust settled from pancakes and parades, everyone headed over to Clare Ingle Park for a day filled with fun and entertainment. The craft fair, health fair, food, and live music capped off a wonderful day in our city. This year, we celebrate 25 years as a city. We also celebrate those who have made the city of Shasta Lake what it is today. Hard work, resilience, neighbor helping neighbor. These characteristics are infused into the spirit of our residents. The recent disasters have tested us, tested our ability to overcome great adversity and come together for the common good. We have shown the strength and commitment to each other and a dedication to our community.